Hi, I'm Hub Arkush, along with Pro Football Weekly Executive Editor Dan Arkush, as we continue our series of 32 NFL team training camp opening videos. We're getting ready for the first day of camp, and today we look at the Green Bay Packers, and we start with the key additions, free agency, well, some veterans. Jeff Saturday, defensive lineman, Philip Merling, Anthony Hargrove will be there the second half of the season. Heavy defense in the draft, Nick Perry, Jarrell Worthy up high, Casey Hayward. Dan, how many of these guys really figure to step in and make a difference?
Well, I think obviously the news center, Jeff Saturday, very accomplished professional, a good solid replacement for Scott Wells, who was one of the best. And I think he's going to click real quickly with Aaron Rodgers. And so I think and that's important that they sustain that consistency on offense. Defensively, you got to look at these top two picks, Hub, Nick Perry and Jarrell Worthy. I mean, Perry's being counted on right away to start opposite Clay Matthews at one of the linebacker spots, and Jarrell Worthy, they hope, is going to be a force in inside pass rush, hopefully to replace Cullen Jenkins, you know, the pass rusher didn't have because he was missing last year.
All right, now we could argue all day over whether the Packers, the Saints, or the Patriots are the best offense in the NFL, but they're the best three, and yet none of them are perfect. What's their biggest need in training camp on offense? Where will their focus be?
Well, I think they have to get more consistent play out of left tackle Marshall NEWHOUSE, who's a very talented young offensive lineman, but he gave up more sacks than anybody last year, and that's a very important position, obviously, protecting Aaron Rodgers' blind side.
Now, defensively, just one season removed from a Super Bowl championship, there's a ton of work to do, but again, what'll be the top priority as they go into training camp?
They really need, you know, the improved pass rush, obviously, because it'll also take pressure off of a secondary that just got burned to bits last year. And just as importantly, bounce-back seasons from a bunch of guys led by Tramon Williams, B.J. Raji, A.J. Hawk, Sam Shields. All these guys have to bounce back from subpar seasons.
We talked about veteran additions in free agency and rookies, but what about young players on the team, veterans who figure to improve and make a difference this year?
Well, Randall Cobb, who made an instant sensation as a returner, I think is going to be a lot more involved as a wide receiver this year. He's a big play waiting to happen. DJ Smith was very impressive starting when A.J. Hawk and Desmond Bishop were hurt last year. He's an up-and-comer that you have to keep an eye on. James Starks, who had problems staying healthy, we're hearing he's looking real good. He could be a surprise at running back.
Veteran players on the bubble, who has to watch out for their career in Green Bay?
Well, I think A.J. Hawk really has to be at the top of the list. You know, he had a terrible season last year, not good at all against the run or the pass. DJ Smith is breathing down his neck. Then you've got Donald Driver. I mean, he danced with the stars, but he could be dancing out of Green Bay because of a lot of young talent like Cobb, Torrey Gurley, DeAndre Burrell. He did re-sign a new deal, but he's hardly a lock to stick around.
All right, Charlie Pepper, another player to keep an eye on. That'll do it for our Packer training camp opening video. For all the best in news, notes, and analysis from around the NFL, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, stay with us right here at ProFootballWeekly.com.